Okay, so it turns out I'm not paying attention to the way Delta V works. Obviously, it's based on the weight of the vehicle, not how much fuel you have. But obviously, how much fuel you have is important as well. But obviously, I took a little bit out of this. I've taken 150, 160 meters a second away from this, in about 500-ish units of fuel, and add it to this one here, and it now has 827. Because this is so much lighter. So a small amount of fuel will go further in this one than it would in that one, which makes perfect sense. So this is all fuel, because the idea was this was going to produce all the fuel for it, fill it up, and it was going to go up. So yeah, that's yeah. The other thing as well, I took off the docking, the connection port. Because as I said, they're 80 kilos. I'm also tempted to take off all these docking ports and other bits and pieces that just aren't needed to make it lighter, to give me a bit more, but I need 650 to get into orbit. I've got 850. I think we're good. So we are going to put all our Kerbals inside this. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to put our Kerbals back into here. We're going to wait for daytime. Then we're going to put our Kerbals in this and go, because this is running on solar panels only, and we run out of power. Kerbals don't live very long if they don't have electricity, which is well, it's heat really. That's the problem. They get cold, very cold in space. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We'll wait for daytime, and so I can launch this now. But yeah, you know what? Let's launch this one. Let's wait for our station to be above us. We want it to be about there, don't we? Daytime is coming, so not really a mega problem. He's breathing in. That's good. Right. Stop. I think I've overshot that. So let's go up and go east. Won't radial out on. I'm going to put that solar panel away. I'm certain I'm going to break it. So right, okay. This is slightly going to be offset because the weight's a problem. We'll have to build another solar radiator. Right, so off we go. Wow, heavy. Wowee. Okay. Point over 90 degrees. Well, not quite 90. Point over to 90 degrees, but at a 45-degree angle. Okay. Head up to our moon station and hope it will be there when we get there. So, I came up. I managed to get into an okay orbit and ran out of fuel. And I've burnt off pretty much all my monopropellants trying to get to this point here. I do have an encounter with this station very soon, but I'm hoping I've got enough monopropellant left to actually pull this off. I go up by about 0.1 meters a second every second, so I think with a 2-minute burn I should be able to stop in time. I think. I'm not sure. It does say I've got 7 minutes worth of fuel left on the timer, so that's good. That means I'm not going to use all my fuel up before I get there, which is really good. I think I might have misjudged this a little bit. Yep, I'm probably going to go flying past it, but I'm getting close to it. That's all that really matters here. You do need to obviously grab the Kerbals from the surface, but getting the water back it's not that important actually, because we don't have the refinery built on the moon station yet. I've completely forgotten what it's called. Yeah, we don't have that built yet, so it's going to be a while before anything gets used for that. But then I want to bring the other craft up and use that as scrap metal, so then we might have some space. We might be able to make some parts and build some things. I don't know. Yeah, I've completely messed this up. I'm going to well overshoot this. Yeah, I'm going to run out of fuel. I'm going to try and stop. I'm going to try and get myself as stopped as I possibly can. So I'm somewhere near it. That's the important part, I think. Then I can bring the other ship up, and that's got, well, it's not got loads of spare fuel on it, but it has got a little bit of spare fuel on it. Hopefully I might be able to dock with this and do something with it, or I can actually grab one of the fuel tankers from the station. Ooh, that's the right idea. But this is rescuable. This is doable. It's not completely wrecked. It's not completely ruined. We do have the capability to fix this. I just need to stop and burn all the fuel off. Try and get myself as stopped as I can. Even 0.1 meters a second though will drift out after orbit and orbit. So I'm doing 4.5 meters a second. That's not going to stay close for a long time. We're going to be 17 kilometers out by the time we get round one orbit. Okay, but well, we're gonna have to deal with it. I'm gonna double check on this craft here to make sure I'm not gonna miss my encounter, and then we'll go back to the mining rig and we'll send that one up and see how well that goes. And now the sun is a decent way up in the air, we can launch this and hopefully get it to the station that we need to. Let's see, it's that one we want to. Set as target. And we want to wait for it to be a bit closer. I launched a bit too early on the last one. I want to wait for it to be sort of here, I think. That make more sense. I'd rather chase it down than trying to go over, because chasing it down is easier. If it goes in front of you, you use less fuel and go around in a smaller orbit. Whereas I think with the water deployer, I tried to get a slightly higher orbit, which is why I ran out of fuel. So, anyway, everything looks good. Let's go. Oh, this is a lot more responsive. Wowee. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is a lot. Ooh. Oh, but very interestingly, oh. Yeah. That's what you get for not looking. I was going to say, I've only got like 1.5 seconds of fuel left and I don't feel like I've gone anywhere. This is not good. This is not good. Oh, cool. We can get it. 76 meters a second would get us into a very high, very eccentric orbit. But it would get us into an orbit nonetheless. So we're going to have to rescue both of these craft because that one was entirely my mistake. I mean, I don't think I could even push. No, I couldn't. I'll just go up and we'll we shall warp to our apparatus and just basically fire prograde and put them in orbit. They have got a little bit of food, water, and oxygen. Yep, like 6 years worth and 150 days of water oxygen, so it should be good. It should be good. We'll do that. There we go. That's pushed us into a decent orbit. We're okay for monopropellant. Suppose I could use some of that. I'm not sure. Really. I'll see what. We'll get the probe, which you can see is on a slightly weird orbit. We'll get that home first, because that's the first one to come back. Then we'll look at maybe fixing a fuel tank to the probe. Now that seems weird, but that could work. And have the probe go out and grab these? Not sure. Not sure. Let's get one back and then we'll figure out the rest from there. And here we are back at our moon station with the probe. It's got a fair bit of crap in it. Not as much as I would have liked, but well, that's how it's going to work this time around. Okay, so we'll switch over to docking mode and try and get where we need to be. I do really need to point. That's not right. I want to point rail out. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's better. And then turn that way. That'll get me lined up. Then I just need to use the RCS to go in the right place. Oh. Okay, as if we're close. Ah, look at that. Almost perfect. Turn off the SES, the SS, and there we go. Dot. So what I meant earlier by if I'd have brought one of these extension ones, that when it's extended, it can actually be an airlock. A single Kerbal can live in there. So I might have been able to get him home had I had that, but I didn't. So nope, he unfortunately got mixed up into the system and will become one with the station. So yes, thank you for your contribution. You will be fondly remembered. Okay, so to rescue these two other craft, I'm going to need to send fuel out to them, and I'm really not sure how to do that. I mean, this is just monopropellant ship, so that would not work. They've only got large docking ports on them as well. What if I literally sent out this tank? Well, what if I did that? What if I did the original plan of sending out this? Because this tank is full, that one is empty. I need to check the nuclear reactors in here because we did steal. No, they're okay. You've got fuel. You've got fuel. Okay. Which one was it that we stole fuel from then? Oh, you've got no fuel. I'm surprised this has lasted as long as it did, actually, because I think I set it up so that the nuclear reactor from that one would come on when it's on low power. So yeah. Oh well, doesn't matter. Yeah, we're gonna undock this and send it off to our other ships that are in orbit on there, and I don't know where the other one is. One there. The other one should be really close to us. Ah, it may be a probe. Nope. Not 3, I know that much. Is it a relay? Moon watercraft, they've called it a relay for some bizarre reason. Yeah, that's already way over there. So, yeah, I think getting our crew back first is the important part. So, it's not a relay, it's a probe. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, let's undock this thing. Quickly save it there because I don't know what's going to happen when I undock this, because this is not this tank is inside another tank, so we're just going to get pushed away. That works for me. That works for me. Okay. Switch over to this craft. Close the doors. And this is really slow and really heavy because it's got it's got 2 reaction wheels. Too bad, I suppose. But a fair bit of monopropellant. So we want to go to this one, which is our very large orbit. It's behind us, so we're going to yeah, it's behind us, so we're going to catch up on it, I think. A maneuver here and then just through to 3 orbits. Oh, okay. So if we go for 3 orbits and then 2 orbits, and then I try and actually click on the correct thing to do that. It's on a very centric orbit. Go on, actually, shall we? Okay. Then I believe lower orbit down. Is that? Right. I think we need to do 2 orbits. So go 1, 2, puts it there. We can then speed ourselves up on the 2nd orbit, and that puts us to roughly the right place. And then as we come around after the 2nd orbit, for the 3rd orbit, we can change our maneuver here to level out with it. Okay, that's the plan. That's the plan. We have a plan, which is more than I can normally say for my Kerbal missions. Normally it's make it up as you go, see what happens, and enjoy the fireworks, sort of. Although I've not really had things go bang on me, which is good. Now I am going to cut that engine down because it says 1 second worth of thrust. Okay, so we'll go around and we will do this maneuver, and hopefully we can get our Kerbals back to the station where they're not going to start losing their minds as badly. They can talk to other Kerbals and have some exercise, and hopefully they can chill out a little bit. So I'm going to transfer the fuel between these craft and try and get a balance where I can get both of them into orbit, which I think is doable with what I've got, but it's going to take a little bit of tweaking around because I'm going to have to transfer it to the centre one and then transfer it to the other one and then backwards and forwards, and rather than bore you with that, I shall do that off camera, and we shall come back next episode, and hopefully we will be able to launch these 2 craft and finally get things going. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Hope to see you again next time, and until then, as always, have fun. Right, a manoeuvre or 2 and we are here on approach to our moon running ship. Apparently we've got to burn for 3 minutes, so I'm going to turn this engine up. Got about 50%. So we get a 30-second burn. That's better. Right. We are travelling at quite a high speed compared to the target as well, so. Now, light up the moon. I do love that. That has got to be one of my favourite sort of bugs, I suppose, in one of the mods there. It's fantastic when you're above Kerbin at night and then you fire the engines up and the whole planet lights up. Like, yeah, that's right. Then the visual mods do something like that. I mean, look at that. Look, that's worth it. It's worth it, definitely. Okay. Going to be 600-ish meters away. That's fine. Let's point ourselves. I think retrograde down the orbit. I think that makes sense. Yep, makes sense. I want to be travelling that sort of way. In fact, we want to be travelling actually towards the damn thing. That would help. There we go. Right. Still got loads of fuel left in this. Absolute loads of it. I'm thoroughly impressed. I know that's sort of 4 orange tanks put together, but thoroughly impressed with that. Get over a little bit closer. That's a little too close. Stop now, please. There we go. Right. Okay. Now, let's point you towards that, if we can, please. We'll really confused, pushing the wrong buttons. Turn this around to plug into it. Use some of the RCS up on this. That's what it's for. That's what. Okay. Okay. So, turn off docking mode, that'll help. I need to get myself sort of aligned with it. I'm not aligned very well there. Looks a bit better. Normally I try and point like one ship prograde in its orbit, another ship retrograde, and then you know they're kind of lined up, but that would involve me then positioning the craft in the correct place, correct orientation, and I don't really need to do that. It's something I just do out of habit. It just makes life easier, just being able to use these controls down here to know things are set at proper, I was going to say snapping points, but not snapping points, proper points. You just basically get them roughly pointing in the right places. You turn off SAS and the magnets then do their job, and that's it. Okay, we'll shut down that engine. We'll use those four because that makes more sense. We shall target our moon station, and we need to play catch up. So we need to bring our orbit down. Let's turn the RCS back on again. I think we've got loads of monoprop. Yeah, plenty of it. So we'll be fine for that. Not target, we want actual orbit. Could have stayed facing the other way and just used that engine. Having engines on either side can be useful, but then I've got to turn 4 off and 1 on. Okay, so if I fire up the engine, bring our orbit down. Oh, wow. I actually put it radially and that'll push my periapsis out. I don't particularly want to be crashing back into the moon. It's all the same. We've just come away from that, we don't want to go back. Okay, here we go, we're going to get an intercept here. We've got one over there very close. 10.4, 10.3, I think that's going to be the better one to do. 10.9, that looks good, but we're on the wrong inclination. But that's fixable. That is easily fixable. We can just go here and get it to do that. Something like that, I think. And it would be 3.7 that we can do that. We can. So that's what I'll do. I shall go around there, I shall do that, and I shall see you when we're back at the station. Okay, so we're back at the station, and I just kind of realised I didn't need to bring this all back. I could have just transferred some fuel and done it that way, which I think I will do now. In 500 units of fuel. Obviously, we had some spare oxidizer in here anyway, so that's going to throw things off a bit, but... oh, you need to stop. You need to stop very, very, very quickly. That was close. That was really, 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 really close. Okay, let's undock this and send you just away. Suppose. In fact, no, we'll send you away. I want to target that, please. Might retrograde because we can maneuver a lot better now. And just very gently use our engines to get ourselves going roughly the right sort of way. Okay. Then we can use RCS to stop and dock, and not that I need to dock, actually, to be honest with you. I'm probably not going to dock this. I think I will just EVA my Kerbals over and then recycle this as a whole, because yeah, I'm not really interested in keeping it, I'm honest with you. I think it's going to be better to just recycle it. Which means we want to target the recycler. We want to go up and above it, which is that way. Yeah. Okay, and then obviously that can just drift away for the moment, and we'll go and pick up the other one and bring it back. The other one will have to dock with the station. I'm not sure where I'm going to do that. I don't have another large docking port spare on there, but that's not really somewhere it can fit in. I might nab the docking port off this and put it on the end here. So I've just got another docking port somewhere to store it. Yeah, I think we'll do that first. We just get a lovely, lovely sunrise here. That beautiful curve in the background. And we even got Moho and Eve as well. Awesome, awesome. These engines are really, really powerful. In fact, I'm going to turn off two of them. And I'm going to turn the other two to just be like 10%. Yeah. That was mad. They're just a little tiny bit, and they go flying off all over the place. Okay, so I want to go probably towards the planet. Give that again. You've seen me do this loads of times, so I'm probably going to actually put a cut in here, and I will grab that docking port off of there and put it on the end, and then we shall recycle this, and well, we'll take the Kerbals out of it first, because we've had enough mulching for one series. I might steal the solar panels off the rod, actually. Not necessarily for the station, it doesn't need them. I'd like to have them spare. No, because we've got no other craft that need it, so yeah, no, we'll just recycle a lot of it. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, all the Kerbals have been put inside the station, and the docking port has been removed from there and placed on there. And all that's left to do is to take this little craft and recycle it. But time has caught up with us, and we're going to have to close this episode right here. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this one. I'll see you again next time, and until then, as always, have fun.